Hey, can I ask you something real quick? When was the last time you actually felt good about your money? Not just, okay, we survived this month, good. I mean actually confident. Actually in control. Actually like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. If you had to think about it for more than 2 seconds, this video is for you. Because here's the thing nobody is talking about going into 2026. Moms in the US control or heavily influence over 85% of household spending. That's groceries, school fees, doctor visits, vacations, insurance, all of it. And yet, the financial system was not built with you in mind. Not your schedule. Not your mental load. Not the fact that you're doing 17 things at once before 8 a.m. So today, we're going to fix that. I'm going to tell you exactly what is changing with money in 2026, why it's hitting moms harder than anyone, and what you can actually do about it, starting today. Not someday. Today. Stay with me. This one is important. So here is what is actually happening in 2026 that most financial channels aren't talking about. Number 1, inflation didn't go away. It just got sneaky. You've noticed it, right? The package of chicken that used to be $8 is now $12.50, but they didn't raise the price. They just made it smaller. That's called shrinkflation. And it's everywhere. Snacks, laundry detergent, your kids' cereal. The box looks the same. The price looks the same. But there's less inside. Your grocery budget is being quietly pickpocketed and nobody put up a warning sign. Number 2, interest rates are still affecting everyday moms. If you carry any balance on a credit card right now, the average interest rate in 2026 is sitting around 22 to 24%. That means for every $1,000 you carry forward, you're paying $220 a year just in interest. Not paying down the debt. Just the fee for having the debt. That is money leaving your family every single month. Number 3, the girl math era has a shadow side. Look, I love a good joke. But somewhere between the memes and the laughs, a lot of moms started using girl math as a way to not look too closely at their spending. And honestly, that's a coping mechanism. And we're going to talk about why in just a second. Because the psychology here is really important. Number 4, AI is changing jobs and income, and moms are not prepared. This one is big. By the end of 2026, a significant number of part-time and administrative jobs, the kind many moms take because they're flexible, are being automated or reduced. If your income comes from data entry, scheduling, customer service, or certain creative fields, you need to be aware. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up so you can move early. Now here is the part most money channels skip entirely, and it's honestly the most important part. Why do moms struggle with money even when they are smart, hardworking, and genuinely trying? It's not because you're bad at math. It's not because you don't care. It's because of something called cognitive overload combined with self-deprioritization. That's a fancy way of saying your brain is so full of everyone else's needs that by the time you get to your own finances, you've got nothing left. No energy. No focus. No emotional bandwidth. And so what happens? You avoid it. You say, I'll look at that later. You approve the purchase because saying no would require a whole conversation you don't have the energy for. You spend impulsively when you're exhausted because your brain is looking for something that feels like relief, even for 5 minutes. This is not a character flaw. This is a physiological response to carrying too much for too long. The financial system never accounted for this. But we're going to build around it today. Okay, here we go. 5 things you can do right now to get ahead of what's happening in 2026. These are simple. They work with your life, not against it. And you do not need a finance degree to start today. Step 1. Do a shrinkflation audit on your grocery budget. Pull up your last 2 or 3 grocery receipts, even from your phone's bank app. Don't look at the total. Look at the per unit price of things you buy every single week. Milk, bread, eggs, chicken, your favorite snack brand. Compare what you paid 6 months ago to now. Most moms are shocked to find they're spending $80 to $150 more per month than they were without buying anything extra. That's $1,000 to $1,800 a year quietly walking out the door. Once you see it, you can fight it. Start price comparing 2 or 3 key items per week. Switch to store brands on just the things your kids won't notice. That alone can save $40 to $60 a month. Small? Yes. But $40 a month is $480 a year. That's a car repair fund. That's a small emergency cushion. That is not nothing. Step 2. The minimum isn't enough. Credit card reset. I need you to hear this clearly. Paying the minimum on your credit card is not making progress. It is treading water. Here's what I want you to do this week. Pick your smallest credit card balance. Just one. And add $20, $30, or $50 more than the minimum, whatever you can honestly manage. Pay more than minimum on that one card only. Keep minimums on everything else. This is called the snowball method. It's not new, but it works, and here's why it works for moms specifically. You see progress fast. You feel a win. And your brain, you're exhausted, overloaded, doing too much brain, needs to feel a win to keep going. Once that card is paid off, you take what you were paying on it and add it to the next one. And so on. You are not in a hole forever. You are building a ladder, one rung at a time. Step 3. Build your Mom Buffer, a $500 starter emergency fund. Not a 6-month emergency fund. Not $10,000. Not someday. $500. Right now. That's your first goal. Because here's what that $500 does. It breaks the cycle of using your credit card every time something unexpected happens. And things always happen. The school calls. The car makes a noise. The pediatrician visit costs more than expected. Without a buffer, every surprise goes on the card, and you're back at step 2 again. With a $500 buffer, you handle the surprise, you don't panic, and you don't go deeper into debt. How do you build it? You pick a number, even $10 a week, and you automate it. Set it up so it moves to a separate savings account on the day after your paycheck arrives. Separate account, different bank if you can. Out of sight makes it much harder to spend. $10 a week is $520 in a year. Done. Step 4. Recession-proof one income stream. This step is about the AI and job market shift I mentioned earlier. And I want to say this with love, please do not wait until you need this to start building it. You do not need to quit your job. You do not need to launch a business. You need one small income stream that does not depend on your main employer. Here are some real examples moms are using right now in 2026. Selling digital printables on Etsy, planners, chore charts, meal prep templates. You make it once. It sells while you sleep. Tutoring 1 or 2 kids in your neighborhood, $20 to $40 an hour, flexible schedule, doing bookkeeping or virtual assistant work for a small local business, even just 5 hours a week. Teaching a skill you already have, cooking, organization, a language, through a community class or online. The goal is not to replace your income. The goal is to have $200 to $500 a month that does not disappear if your main job changes. That is the difference between a crisis and an inconvenience. Step 5. Start investing, even $25 a month. I know what you're thinking. I can barely keep up with what's going out. How am I supposed to invest? Stay with me for 60 seconds. If you invest just $25 a month starting today, and you get an average return of 8%, which is historically pretty normal for a diversified index fund, in 20 years you will have around $14,000 to $15,000 from $25 a month. Now imagine if you got to $50 a month, or $100. The most important thing about investing is not the amount. It is starting. Because of something called compound interest, which just means your money earns money, and then that earned money earns money too. The longer it has to grow, the bigger it gets. Where do you start? If you have a job that offers a 401k with any employer match at all, contribute at least enough to get that match. That is a 100% return on that money. Free money. Take it. If you don't have a 401k, open a Roth IRA. You can open one online in about 20 minutes with as little as $1 at places like Fidelity or Schwab. Then set up an automatic contribution, even $25 on the same day every month. That's it. You are now an investor. A mom moment. Now let's talk about you specifically, because this channel is for all moms, and different moms are hitting different walls right now. Stay-at-home mom, you may not have your own income right now, and that can feel really vulnerable when money gets tight. Your action step: have an honest conversation with your partner about setting up a personal spending account in just your name. Even $50 a month that is yours, no questions asked, matters for your financial confidence and your sense of security. Working mom, you're earning, but you're also spending on convenience because you have zero time. Delivery fees, ready-made meals, paid subscriptions you forgot you had. Your action step: do a 15-minute subscription audit this weekend. Add up everything auto-charging your account monthly. Cancel 2 things you barely use. That's often $30 to $60 back in your pocket immediately. Hot mess mom, you're not bad with money. You are overwhelmed with life, and money gets shoved to the back burner. Your action step: put a sticky note on your coffee machine that says, "Did I check my account today?" Just awareness, just looking, changes behavior. Tiger mom, you are investing in your kids' futures like it's your full-time job. Tutoring, activities, prep programs. Empowerment. Here's what I want to leave you with today. The financial system in 2026 is not set up to help you by default. But that does not mean you are helpless. It means you have to be intentional. And intentional does not mean perfect. It does not mean having it all figured out. It just means making one small, smart move today that future you will be grateful for. You already do this in every other area of your life. You think ahead for your kids. You plan for their needs before they even ask. You carry the whole family's well-being in your head at once. Now it's time to put yourself in that picture too. Do the shrinkflation audit. Set up the buffer fund. Pay a little extra on one card. Open that account. Start, even tiny, because tiny beats nothing every single time. You are not behind. You are right on time. Starting today. If this video helped you even a little, please hit subscribe right now. We make new videos every week designed specifically for moms who are ready to take their money seriously, without the overwhelm, without the jargon, and without feeling judged. And I want to hear from you in the comments. What kind of mom are you? Are you a stay-at-home mom, a working mom, a crunchy mom, a hot mess mom? Drop your mom type below. I read every single comment and I use them to decide what videos to make next. And if you want to watch more, the next video is right here, gesture to end card. It's about the one savings mistake almost every mom makes in the first year of trying to budget and how to fix it fast. I'll see you there. You've got this, mama.